Namaste, my friends. My name is Pavel Kalagin. I'm a Sivananda yoga teacher. So for about 20 years already. So I study yoga for about maybe 30 years or so, and I teach about I study more about 38 years or something, and I teach about 30 years. So right here, right now, I'm in a little ashram, my ashram. It's not a studio of yoga, so it's a difference. But we're gonna speak about it later in other videos. So I'm initiated in tradition, into another tradition by mantra and special ritual. So my spiritual name is Shankara. Yeah. Originally I'm from Russia, but I'm here right now in Brooklyn. I live in America about more than 30 years, so I can read, I can write, I understand everything, but sometimes I cannot find the right words to express myself. But I'm trying my best, so sometimes I'm gonna stop for a while. I need to think a little. I'm a meditative person, so yeah, I'm inviting you to my channel, video channel, like YouTube channel. So it's a lot of videos in here about philosophy, about yoga, like practice, like about some techniques, meditation, health, about health stuff like diet and stuff like that. So usually I'm doing a little introduction before I'm going into the point. So I'm sorry about my English, so if you if I stop or you don't understand me, sometimes yeah, but I understand myself. Maybe that's enough. Yeah, I'm joking, of course. Yes, so I'm not a fanatical guy or something. I don't like that. I don't like to judge. I don't like to do some brainwash. This video is for the people who want to study yoga, but real yoga, like not just exercise, but real yoga to know himself better, to improve himself in any way, like by education, spiritual education especially. That's my cat in here, you see. His name is Mukti. He's very wise. See? He's coming all the time when I'm doing videos. He's an actor. Mukti, it means enlightened. Moksha, enlightenment. Enlightenment. Yeah. I think he's gonna stay here for a while. So don't bother. Yeah, what else? Like I say, don't worry about sometimes it's a little slow because I'm a meditative person. I'm in a special state of mind sometimes. I'm not crazy or anything, but I'm trying to stay in the moment, in the present moment. I don't think about future much. I don't think about past, it's gone, so I don't worry about it also, and I suggest you to do the same thing. So I'm not trying to say to you what to do in your life. Like it's just advices. It's from my experience, from my meditation experience, from my experience speaking to gurus, being with gurus, with different kind of spiritual people, and from life, of course. I had many problems in my life, like so I had to solve them. So yoga helps a lot. Yeah. What else to say? Yeah, of course I have like many. I have a site. I'm in Facebook, like Instagram. You're gonna see how to go there, like just before the videos, like usually people do. So you can go, you can see I have it in Russian also, in Russian language, but you don't need it. That's a channel I have for people who speak English, so who don't speak Russian. But I have platforms like a lot of like people coming to the Russian platforms, but we're not gonna talk about it today. So today's video it's a very important one, I would say, who study yoga, especially Vedanta. So I'm in yoga Vedanta tradition, you can say that. Vedanta, it's like it's a Vedic culture, but the latest part of it, not the earliest like books and information, the latest, let's say for the 1,000 years. Yeah, I know it's a long time too, but still. Yeah, it goes Vedanta. It's one of tradition of the Hinduism. Yoga pretty flexible, actually. Yeah, and we're gonna speak today. The topic of the video today, it's what is yoga? Yeah, some people think they know what is it, but actually it's a pretty interesting question. It's pretty interesting topic, pretty big one, but I'll try to be like focused. I'm not gonna tell you like about yoga. I can do like 100 videos, but in this video, in this particular video, I want to tell you about what is yoga, like the principle of yoga, the essence of yoga. Yoga from Sanskrit language, in Sanskrit language, unsanskrit language. It means, if you translate it, it's an ancient, as you know, language. The whole Vedas, whole major yogic scriptures and books. They the language is Sanskrit. They wrote by Sanskrit. So it's gonna be about another video about it. It's also very interesting. So yoga, it means unity. Unity that's the essence, that's the real meaning of the word yoga and the conception of yoga. Any unity, That's interesting. Any unity between God and human being, between your soul and your mind, between mind and between your body, between nature and you, between relatives and you, between husband and wife. It's unity between, let's say, consciousness and energy. So it's universal thing. It's a principle of unity itself, like a law. It's a God law. Everything is one, pretty much. We see it like it's parts, but it's kind of illusion. It's our mind, and body see it like that. So, but the truth is, maybe it sounds crazy, but I think you heard about it many times, and I'm not the first who is telling about that, saying about that. So it's unity, especially. So the goal of yoga is to reach unity between God and your soul, because part of the God, in our heart, it's in us. So the purpose of life, actually, it's to connect, to find the way, the yoga one way. It's also other ways. It's also other kind of yoga, like bhakti yoga, yoga of devotion, raja yoga, hatha yoga. It means we work on mostly with the body, with breathing exercises, asanas, the poses. Kriyas, it means you purifying yourself, your body. Mantra yoga, you repeat mantra. And karma yoga, you serve people, you're doing something for the people without money, basically. Helping people, actually. That's karma yoga. So yoga, it's a very unique thing. From one way, it's a very straightforward thing. Like I said, it's unity, and in unity, straightforward law, very solid, very obvious, and you can apply it to anything. In other ways, it's many kind of yogas, many, like I told you before, a little bit before, many kind of yogas. You can easily find it right now, in the internet, it's easy. What kind of yoga exists? I'm talking about yoga today in general, so trying to explain what is it philosophically, by metaphysical things. But it's gonna be another video about kinds of yoga, about different ways, different tradition yoga, but I'm gonna talk about it today. So of course yoga, it's not just exercise with body like many people know. It's a mistake. It's not that. It's not a sport, but it's not a religion also. it's a spiritual way to reach God, to reach realization, by yoga. Like I said, not just by, it's not exercise, it calls asana. The difference between asanas, special poses with yoga, and exercises, it's and just stretching. It's a big difference. So when you just stretch, you're working with the joints, with muscles and stuff. But when you do real asana, it's kind of lock. You lock in the energy, and the energy healing your body, your mind, balancing you, and of course pushing you kind of to another level of consciousness, to the higher level of consciousness. So yoga, it's a physical, not exercises, but activity, asanas. It's also philosophy. It's very close to Vedanta. That's why usually these two traditions, in a philosophical way, they together, yoga, Vedanta. So if you study Vedanta, you're going to see a lot of yoga there. If you study yoga, philosophy, you're going to see Vedanta. So two of them, it goes together, it's like one, another unity. So yoga, it's you're working with the whole your system, with the whole yourself, with the mind. It's a meditation. It's like a mix. You're working with your prana, with your energy, with pranayama and breathing exercises, prayers, mantras. You're working with your intuition, with your spiritual part, with your heart, with your energy. So it's yoga very ancient, many thousands of years. Of course, yoga has like few scriptures like Bhagavad Gita and Yoga Patanjali, Yoga Vashishtha, Yoga Pradipika, like saint books from the saint people, you can say that, from God. Some people saying that. I believe in it. So I think pretty much this is it. I didn't want to go today too far and too deep. To the different aspects of yoga. We're gonna speak about it later in other videos. But today you should understand like very few things. Yoga, it's unity. Yoga, it's a spiritual way. It's not a religion. You could add the religion. It's not a problem to do yoga if you're Muslim, if you're Christian. It doesn't. It's yoga very flexible, like I said. It can go with any tradition. So that's what I like in yoga. So yoga, it's a philosophy. Yoga, it's the way how to reach realization, enlightenment, the real truth, the God. And it's many ways of yoga, like I said, many type of yoga. And some people, they doing only one type of yoga. Some people, mix two. Some people do a lot of types of yoga. But for today, actually, it's very important. It's very hard to practice just one type of yoga, like just bhakti yoga, let's say, yoga of devotion. But we have body also, we have to work with the body. We don't have enough vitamins today, like, let's say, and we're not that strong like was people before, so we need to work with the body, purifying the body. And you cannot do it just with meditation, let's say, because you need to stay in the posture for the long time with meditation, and you need strength, you need energy for that, so you have to do some asana, some pranayama, some different kind of yoga also. So it's always some mix. In Sivananda yoga, I belong to Sivananda tradition. That's what I like about Sivananda, Swami Sivananda. He's very famous. He's got many books, so I suggest you to read it. From time to time, every 100 years, or every 50 years, or every 200 years, some master, some saint yogi, he's doing some combination between different aspects of yoga, different types of yoga, and it's some like balance between them. Before many thousand years ago, people could study like one type of yoga. It was different reality. Like today, it's also impossible. We have different kind of energy, different kind of food, and many different things. We cannot study like it was, yogi studied like 3,000 years ago, let's say. It's not the same. They could do like 300, like let's say, some exercises, so some practices. But today, people can do 30, let's say, the same one. They're not strong enough, mentally, physically, psychically, spiritually. It's less connection to God, to the highest power. It's Kali Yoga right now, if you know about that. We're gonna speak about it in other videos also. So I think pretty much this is it. That's the whole conception, the general conception about yoga. And if you have like depression or in your life you see like no harmony, you have bad health, I really suggest you to do yoga. If you have anxiety or you don't like what to do in life, you're doing the work you don't like, yoga can bring you peace. And if you do it properly, of course, and for a pretty long time and with the proper teacher, I'm not suggesting to you to do yoga, the real yoga, not stretching, like I told you. The real yoga without guru, it could be many problems. Like sometimes it's even dangerous, because like meditation, you're working with mind, and it's so many details about that. It's not easy at all. So you can ask me any questions, like under the video, do comments. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna answer like maybe not all of them, but I'll try. So I wish you the best. Stay positive, and do your life better with yoga. More balanced, more calm, more peaceful. It's gonna be more meaning in it. And like I said, you can mix it with anything with your tradition. It's no problem. Yeah. I think that's it for today. Enjoy your life. Namaste.